Great.
So hold on a minute. So this means that I'm actually live on YouTube now.
Yeah, we are all at the moment live on YouTube, so we can start the lesson, and we are officially recording and live on YouTube. I will record the lesson too.
Oh, hold on a minute. So I have to be careful what I say.
All of us, I think. At the moment, the video is private, so don't worry.
Okay. That was me. That was me. Now hold on. Ah, right. Okay, hold on a minute. No, it's because the stream is open. Que shame. Okay, I can close the stream and it doesn't affect this. Sorry. Okay.
Okay.
Now I think I'm just checking because I can hear a little bit of rientro. Ding dong. Okay. Right. Okay. There we go. Right. Can I start now, Eleanor? Have I got your permission?
Just starting the lesson.
Okay, right.
The floor is yours. I'm here just for technical help in case. Okay.
The desktop is mine. Okay. So, hello again, everybody. I can see some videos. I can see some smiling faces. I can see some not so smiling faces. Obviously, it's towards the end of an afternoon, so I can understand if people have been in class all morning, and it might be traumatic according to where you are, what your school policies are, etc. I wish you well for it. Teaching under any conditions is not easy. Under these conditions, I think in particular, it's just another thing, isn't it? Okay, so what I'd like to do, as I say, I have to do the register. Where did I open that? There it is. Okay. I'm just going to put this up here. And can I just go around the table? I'm going to go down my Excel list and I'm going to call out because I can't. There's too much information on the screen and I will get confused. So, Antonio Damone. Yes, no? Okay, I'll put an N. Okay, Monica Mala. Yes, no? Remember, you've got microphones on mute.
Yes.
Okay, I can see Antonio. Yeah, okay. Okay, right. Hi. Okay. Monica.
I'm driving now.
Okay. No, it's okay.
I'm coming back from school to home. So
okay. So
I wanted to see to listen.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Just drive carefully, whatever you do. Okay, don't get distracted. Okay, Monica Mala.
No. Yes, here I am.
Hi, Monica. Okay.
Hi.
Enrica Filipponi. Enrica, I can see you, and you're on mute. I can see you there. Ciao. You've got to take the unmute on. You've got to sort of unmute your mic, okay? But I can see you, okay?
Okay.
Right. Right. Hi. Okay. Rosella Graziola.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Rosella. Hi. Okay. Ivo. I can see Ivo. He's in the middle of the screen. I can see the rest of his face now. So, hi, Ivo. Gloria Mariachi. Gloria, hello.
Yeah, it's me.
It's
I
me.
can't hear properly, but I'm here. Hello.
Okay. Have you? It might be the connection because I'm not hearing you very well. So it could be the connection. Okay. Let's just have a look. Daniela Rovito. Eccoti, ti vedo. I can see the movement towards the camera as you look for the button to unmute the mic. Okay. Giulia Veronese.
Hi.
Hi, Julia. Hi. Okay. Georgia. I've seen Georgia. She's now moved on to a different screen, I think, but she's definitely here. Okay. No, mi fa piacere vederti, Georgia. Non aspettavo di vedere persone da SOS, ma ok.
Invece vedi.
Bene, benvenuto. Ok. Tiziana De Lucia. Hi, Tiziana.
Hi.
Okay. Oh, crumbs. Right. And Stefania Mazzieri.
Hi, I'm here. Hello.
Okay. Hi, Stefan. I've got a sea of faces on the screen, but I'm sure you guys are well versed in this. Susanna.
Hi, hello.
Hi, hello, Susanna. Okay, and Livio.
Hi.
I saw Livio. There he is. I saw you at the beginning. You've got a lot of books on your bookshelf.
Yeah.
Or is it one of those posters? Or is it è uno sfondo?
No, they're real.
They're real. Well, that's good. That's good.
I've not read
you haven't read all of them,
every
though?
book.
Okay. Right. It's a classic. Fiorella.
Hi.
Hi, Fiorella. Okay, I saw you joined us at the very, very last minute. Now, I have to ask if there is anybody whose name I have not called out.
Hi, Claudia.
Claudia. Okay, right. Hold on a minute. What I'm going to do, Claudia. Okay, and Claudia. Okay, because I have to put your name wasn't on the spreadsheet. Anybody?
Hi,
Marina. I didn't recognize you with the mask.
I'm in the train.
Okay. Anybody else who I didn't call out? Okay, right. Now, can I just ask Claudia and Marina, can you send me an email with your email, because I have to put it on the sheet, and the school, the name of the school. Okay. Yeah. Okay, because that way now, before I do anything, I have to save this. Please save this. Sheets hole, file. Okay, well, I'll keep it there. Right, okay. So,
Yes.
Share screen. Okay, I'm going to share this. Okay, so, oops, that I should be able to. Why does it do that? Okay, there we go. It's gone over to the others. It has a habit. I'm using two screens, and these things are migrating. Okay, so today, what we're going to do is we're going to start our session together. I doubt very much that we're going to finish everything, but without being too, let's say, rigid about things, what we don't complete today we'll pick up next time and carry on. Okay, so don't worry too much. We won't miss anything by cutting materials from the lesson. Okay, so what I'd like to do now is I'd very, very quickly like to go around the table. Now, I know this is going to take a little while because there are about 17 or 18 people here. But what I'd like you to do is, I'd like to know who you are, where you are, where you're from, which school, province, region, wherever, town, why you want to do this, why do you want to spend some time doing this stuff, okay? Why do you want to do this little course, okay? That's what I'd like to, find out from you. So if I can just, I'm going to call up the list because I as I say, I have a, okay, there we go. Right. Okay. So can I start off with Claudia? Because you're up in the top left of my screen.
Hello, everybody. I'm Claudia. I'm teacher math and science at primary school in Bussolengo, Verona.
Okay. Sorry, are you in the Scuola Superiore or Scuola Media?
Primary school.
Primary school. Okay, good.
Yeah.
And you're a maths teacher. Okay. Right. Can I ask Rosella?
Hi, I'm Rosella. I'm Italian, but now I'm in Malta, the island.
Are you doing an English course by any chance?
In Malta?
Yeah.
No, not now. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes, but another course online. But
okay.
You know, international course. And then now I don't teach now.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm
not teaching at the moment.
At the moment.
Okay.
But I hope in the future to come back to school.
Okay. Do you have a specialty?
Yes. The idea is to teach in the secondary school,
mm-hmm.
the first grade.
Okay.
And maths and science.
Okay. Some science, maths. Okay. Marina, I don't know how much you can say. Being on the
Marina.
train.
No, now I'm in the car.
Okay. So
I'm in Milan. I am a headmaster in school in Milan, in primary school, secondary first level school.
Okay.
Now I not teach, but I manage the school.
Okay. Okay. Good. Okay. Good. Thank you. Gloria. Hello.
Yeah, it's me. Sorry, but I have to keep my camera off. Otherwise, I can't hear properly.
Yeah. Okay. No,
right. I hope it will be better.
I can hear that the audio is.
Okay.
Probably don't have a good connection. Okay. So, who are you? Where are you from?
Yeah, never happened before. I'm from Verona. I'm an English teacher in Scuola Media in Verona, and I'd like to improve my vocabulary because I think I need to widen it. That's why I'm here.
Okay, good.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, now Safiramo.
It's me. I'm Monica.
Okay,
sorry.
Okay.
I came from Perugia.
Perugia.
Yes. I am a math and science teacher. I teach in a secondary school, first grade.
Okay. So
I studied English. I'm studying English just for pleasure, I have to say so. And I hope my English will be better today.
Okay. Well, we'll see what we can do. Fiorella, thank you, Monica.
I'm Fiorella. I'm teaching mathematics and science in secondary school, first level.
Okay, where are you?
In Verona.
In Verona. Okay. Can I ask you which school?
Secondary school, first grade.
Yeah, but which school? Quale scuola?
Cagliari.
Okay.
In the center of Verona. With Gloria e Livio che
Okay, right. Okay, so we've got a group from Cagliari. Okay, excellent. Stefania.
Hello, I'm Stefania. I come from near Modena, and I'm a chemistry teacher. I'm a friend of a colleague of Georgia.
Georgia, okay.
In the same school, and I would like to improve my English to teach chemistry in English.
Okay, good. Oh no, they've all everyone's mixed up. Daniela, eccola.
Okay, hello. I can't hear very bad. Sorry.
You can't hear very well. If I speak, I think I'm near the microphone. Can you hear this better?
I think it's the connection.
Okay.
I'm from Rome, but I teach in Verona in the secondary school, second level, Can Grande della Scala.
Okay. And what do you teach, Daniela?
Science.
Science. Okay, good. Okay, thank you. Tiziana?
I am a colleague of Georgia too.
Okay, so you're Modena?
I'm from Modena, near Modena, and I teach chemistry
okay,
like my colleagues.
Okay, so we've got a gang of chemists from Modena.
Yes, 4 chemists.
A gang. Okay. Susanna.
Yes, I am another from Modena.
Okay.
With Georgia, and I teach chemical laboratory.
Okay. So are you is Georgia the leader of the gang, or?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Enrica. Microphone. You have to PG. It's.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's okay.
Okay, so I live in Perugia and I teach in Perugia, secondary first grade school.
Okay.
And I am here because I would like to improve my English and practice it. And I would like to plan some lessons which join some English with math or science.
Okay, maths and science. Okay, good. Are you a maths person or are you a science person?
I am a math person.
Okay, maths. Okay, so you're a mathematician. Okay, now I can see Ivo. Thank you, Enrico. Ivo, microphone. It would appear that you're. There you go.
Okay.
Right now.
I'm retired, but I was a history and philosophy teacher.
Wow.
Yeah.
In upper secondary school in Adria, Rovigo province.
Però.
Rovigo.
Okay.
And I am very curious about the science language, and this is the reason why I am here.
Well, you just have to be careful, as they say. Curiosity. You know what curiosity did to the cat. Do you know the saying in English? I think for the older members, not the young ladies, but for the older ones amongst us, we might even remember a group from the 80s. Curiosity killed the cat. But that's
okay.
Okay. Well, I hope your curiosity will be satisfied.
Oh, thank you.
Or piqued even further. Excellent. Livio.
I live in Verona and I teach maths and sciences in Cagliari school with Fiorella and Gloria.
Okay, good.
And I like to improve a bit my listening and speaking ability, as I read English books, but not novels, but
technical books.
I don't speak English since a long time ago.
Yeah, in fact, this is one of the problems with any language, is the actual production. it's difficult sometimes, particularly if you're out of the context, to find opportunities in which you're able to produce and also be, let's say, be corrected maybe, or so that you learn something. Good, thank you, Olivia. Olivia, excuse me. Giulia.
Hi, I am Giulia. I live in Verona and I teach math and science in a middle school.
Mm-hmm. Which middle school?
In Cavaillon Veronese.
Ah, Cavaillon. So that's
near the lake.
Yeah. I was trying to picture it, whether it was over towards Grezzano or whether it was over the other way. But it's over towards the lake, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, good. And your maths and science, are you a mathematician or a scientist?
Mathematician.
You're a mathematician, okay. So you can count. Okay, good, which is more than I can. Antonio. Thank you, Giulia. Antonio, are you there? You still driving?
Hi, everybody. I'm driving again. So I'm a math and science teacher, and I work in first level secondary school in Presice, near far from Lecce, in the
Lecce,
south.
but that's sort of like other end of the country.
Mm-hmm.
Good Lord.
Yes.
Oh, well, excellent. Thank you for joining us. I didn't realize we were so, let's say, so spread out over the country. Excellent. Good. Thank you. Now, let me just see. Have I got anybody? I think, I haven't asked Georgia.
Hello, everybody. I'm a chemistry teacher in Modena, in a secondary school. And I'm with my colleague. I decided to join this course for improve my language because I'm not so good in speaking. So I think it could be a good idea.
Okay, excellent. Thank you, Georgia. Just to tell everybody else a second, Georgia and I have met a few times in the past because we've participated in the Science on Stage activities, which is an international conference which is run every 2 years. And you can have, along with Marina as well, and basically science teachers from different grades of school present projects that they've done with their students. And so that's how come we know each other. Okay, I just thought I would explain that. Okay, right. So I'm just going to go over here. And I'm just going to, let's say, can you see this slide okay? Is it big enough?
Yes.
Is it okay, yeah?
Yes.
I think it's okay as long as you're not trying to do this on a phone, because if you're doing it on a phone, it gets, the screen's a little bit small. Okay, so I'm now going to move into the introduction for the course. Now I have an idea of who I have in front of me. What's the idea? Well, the idea for this course came from some work that I've done over the last 5 years, maybe, with schools in the Verona area, where I'm based. Typically, I work with superiori, so licei, but I typically work with older students, okay? But in working with the schools, I've also come into contact with a large number of teachers. And over time, people have asked me, well, could you do something for us? Because what I do with the students is I do projects in English, but science projects. And the idea is to try and take back a little bit of the language from literature and all of the other stuff that they have to do. Okay, so since English has become the new Latin, the lingua franca of science, I think it's very important for students, science students, STEM students, maths and engineering and technology in general, to appreciate the fact that you might not like the language, but it's a potentially useful vehicle for when you get to university and maybe you want to go and do Erasmus and all of this sort of stuff. So that was the idea behind the project, which I call Talking About Science. However, for the teachers, teachers sort of asked me, well, could you do something for us? And I think the idea was, well, okay, there could be two different things. One could be doing, let's say, lab work and that sort of stuff. Another could be doing the language aspect. And Stefano asked me a while ago if I could think about doing something like this. So I put together this this sort of, let's say, short course covering what I think are the main, let's say, the main areas that when you're doing science in English, the main areas of language that you need to sort of be familiar with. Okay, so in that respect, it's obviously not going to be a complete language course. It can't be. Okay, there is vocabulary, there is special vocabulary that we use, but what I've realized over time is that about 90%, 95% of the conversations I have with students or with teachers it's actually just normal language, but structured to do particular jobs in the particular context. So, for example, one of the things that is used a lot in science, in scientific language, is the passive. But if you go to the English lesson, everyone tells you don't use the passive, it's bad style. Okay, but in science you have to, I wouldn't say you have to use it, but it is used. It is used an awful lot because it is the objective way of describing something. Okay, so it's these sorts of considerations. So what I'm going to suggest for this course is that of course, there will be small pieces of grammar which come up, and I've tried to associate particular topics with particular, let's say, aspects. But it's a bit of a mixture. Okay, so you'll have to bear with me if some of the things, if some explanations need a little bit more polish. But anyway, okay, so this is Efesto, which I thought was quite a neat name. An English person wouldn't know who Efesto was, but anyway, a language course that focuses on science teachers. So it's an opportunity to practice, an opportunity to practice on vocabulary or on topics which are closer maybe to your professional interest. So I'm not talking about the weather. Well, maybe I am, or maybe we are, but we're going to be talking about types of clouds and layers of the atmosphere and composition of the atmosphere. Okay, maybe this will provide you with some ideas for your own work. Okay, I have to underline something here. This is not CLIL. This is not content language integrated learning. If you come to a laboratory with me, we can do CLIL. This is not CLIL. This is just a standard English lesson with a little bit of a twist, okay? Because we're not really discussing the content here. We can, that's fine if there are questions, no problem. But we're really sort of thinking about use of the language, okay? So This is the overall, let's say, program for the sessions. We're going to start with some very basic stuff, which is just basically what do you call things, the bits of stuff that you have in the lab. Next time, we'll start to look at scales. Now, scale, this allows us to talk about numbers. And of course, when we're talking like mathematicians, but also any quantitative science, we need to be able to feel comfortable talking about numbers. Okay, so we're going to have a little bit of something about exponents and all of that sort of stuff. So, okay, we're going to change tack completely and then go into something about biology, something about cells. This will be more to do with how to describe things and comparing things, animal cells, plant cells. If I can get it to work, I'll have a microscope and we'll demonstrate some stuff, okay? The solar system. So this is about relative positions and distances and comparisons, okay? States of matter, solid, liquid, gases, solids, liquids, gases, okay? Again, there may be something to demonstrate there. Optics, I've got a really nice demonstration for this one, so there will definitely be a demonstration here. Atmosphere and weather, and then finally cycles in nature. Now, there's a lot of stuff here. If I feel that we're not going to be able to finish everything, I may drop either the atmosphere or the cycles. It just depends on how we're going, okay? And then we'll have a little bit of a round table right at the very end of the course, okay? So, is everybody ready? Now, this is where I'm in a class. You'd say, is everybody ready? And it was, yeah! Everybody right? Yeah. Okay. So we get sort of excited about this stuff. Okay. So I'm going to move into the next part of the first part of the, let's say, the lesson, which would be, or the session. How can we go to lessons to teachers? We're going to talk about equipment. Now, do you have this from the WhatsApp chat? Yes.
Yeah.
Just you can just nod it rather than sticking the microphone on again. You can just nod your heads. It's okay. I can see the bobbing heads. Okay. Right. Okay. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to do something which is an interest. Well, hopefully it will be an interesting exercise for you. I've got a text here. Now, I thought about doing it this way. I thought about recording the text and then playing the recording, but then I thought, no. What I'll do is I'll read it. This time I'll be reading. Next time I'm going to start getting you guys to read, okay? But just to break the ice a little bit. Now, what this text is a description, but of course it's got the names of the pieces, which are all here. Okay. Now, you should have this. You should have this in the PDF file. Okay. Some of these things you may know. Some of these things you may not know. I don't know. I have to confess, there is a certain chemical bias to this because I'm a chemist. Okay. However, I have tried to include some stuff from the biology lab. From the physics lab, not so much, because that tends to be sort of machines and stuff and very, very, very particular things. But anyway, so if you're ready, I'm going to start reading, and I'd like you to try and identify the piece according to my description of it. Okay. you might want to use the numbers on the list to number your diagram if you've got it printed. Okay, so laboratories contain a large number of different pieces of glassware and equipment which is specially designed to help scientists do their experiments. The diagram shows some common pieces of equipment that can be found in a typical lab setting. In the middle of the diagram, there is a pair of tongs which are used to carry hot objects. There we go. It's used to carry hot objects from one place to another. To the right of the tongs, there are a number of rubber stoppers, also called bungs, of different sizes. These are used to seal test tubes or flasks containing samples and solutions. Some of these have holes for glass tubes. These are used when we need to collect and transfer gases, for example, from a reaction in order to identify it. In the bottom left-hand corner, there is a dissecting tray containing a number of instruments that we use when we examine an animal or plant specimen. The tray contains a pair of long pointed dissecting scissors, a dissecting needle, a scalpel, a pair of tweezers, and a magnifying glass. The scalpel is a very sharp knife which is used for dissections in biology. The tweezers are also called pincers. These are used for holding and moving small samples and objects such as microscope slides and cover slips located in the top right-hand corner of the picture. So these are the slides and this is the cover slip. Okay. In the bottom right-hand corner, there is a volumetric flask. This kind of flask is used for accurately making up solutions of substances. For example, when we do a titration. The wire brush to the left is used to clean the test tubes. Next to the volumetric flask are a burette and a volumetric pipette. So this is the burette and this is the volumetric pipette. These are used for accurately determining the concentrations of substances in solution using a technique called titration. To fill the pipette, we can use a rubber pipette filler, which is not shown. Titrations are important chemical analytical procedures for measuring the amount of compound present in a sample. For example, they are widely used for measuring the strength of an acid or a base, as well as the amount of ions in water. In the top right-hand corner, there are some glass microscope slides and a glass cover slip. To the left, there is a pair of test tubes. To the left, there is a pair of test tubes and there is a beaker between the test tubes and the slides. So here we go, we're up here. Under the test tubes, there is a crucible. The crucible may be made of metal or porcelain, and is used to heat materials to a very high temperature. Just below it, there is a watch glass, which is a shallow convex dish that is used for samples ready for weighing. Okay, shallow convex dish. Okay. To the right of the pipette, there is a separating funnel, which is very important for separating immiscible liquids. To the bottom left of the burette, there is a conical flask, which is also called an Erlenmeyer flask, after the guy who invented it. These are very, very useful in chemical experiments. We use them all the time. On the left-hand side, about halfway down the picture, there is a test tube rack, which holds test tubes during an experiment. Directly underneath this is a spatula and a glass rod. Spatulas are used for transferring solids and powders to different vessels during an experiment, while the glass rod is useful for stirring solutions. Near the glass rod, there is a thermometer, a graduated cylinder, also called a measuring cylinder, and a wash bottle. The wash bottle is very useful to have around when we need to rinse glassware, rinse, risciacquare. Between the wash bottle and the dropper are some plastic micro pipettes. There's one here, okay. These are extremely useful because they are less fragile than their glass counterparts and they come in different sizes. The dropper is used to transfer solutions one drop at a time. Above the tongs in the middle, there is a pair of safety goggles and a gauze mat. The gauze mat is used together with a tripod and a Bunsen burner to diffuse the heat from the burner when heating a beaker containing a solution. Along the top of the picture in the middle, there is an evaporating dish. It's this guy, used for preparing crystals from concentrated solution, and just below it, there is a pestle and water, which is used for grinding samples into pastes or powders or for making pesto alla genovese. Not in the lab, though. To the left of these, there are three items which are often used together: a clamp stand, and the ring clamp. The ring clamp is used to hold the separating funnel. To the left of all of these, there is a Bunsen burner, which is used to heat solutions or materials, and below this we find a normal funnel, which is very useful when we have to transfer liquids from one container to another. Finally, in the top left, there is a compound microscope. This type of microscope is very common in biology labs. Okay, now I've got the text here, so I'll send it to you. I notice I need to make a couple of minor corrections to it, but does anyone have any questions about the different pieces here? So Stefania, microphone. Microphone? Yes. Okay. What would you use for measuring 100 milliliters of a solution?
Graduated cylinder.
Yeah, which is this guy here. Yeah.
Yes,
okay.
This one. Yes.
What would you use the gauze for? What would you use this for?
This is used to support, for example, beaker when they are heated over the Bunsen.
Yeah, good. Did you notice the passive? Well done, Stefania. You used the passive there. Okay, this is typical science language. Okay, good. Susanna, what about the crucible?
Oh, the crucible, I use it for burning a little piece of something. Mm-hmm. This morning I burn prezzemolo.
Ah, and?
Because I and Georgia wanted to find the iron in prezzemolo. Ah,
okay. So yeah, okay. So this, for those of you who are not chemists, this is when you reduce a sample to ash, and yes, then you measure the metal content or the content of different things in the. So when you see on a bottle of water and it talks about residue, this is, I mean, you wouldn't do it in a crucible, but it's the residue, it's the stuff that's left.
Yes, we solved it in acid, mm-hmm, in hydrochloric acid, and then we take the sample in in a volumetric flask.
Yeah.
Very little, 25 milliliters.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So again, for those of you who are not chemists, these things can be different sizes. You get big ones and small ones, and even tiny ones. Okay. But the thing here is there is a mark, and this allows you to make very accurate solutions. Okay. Julia, can I ask you, what would you use to move small things around?
Small things around? Maybe a tongs?
Well, the tongs are actually quite big. If you look in the look in the dissecting tray.
Yes, a pair of tweezers.
A pair of tweezers, or another name for them?
I don't know.
Pincers. Pincers is an alternative. Okay, good. Okay, Livio, where's he gone? He's just disappeared. No, there. So this is it's very disconcerting because you were over here and now you've moved over there. So when you switched your microphone on, maybe, I'm not sure. What would you use the test tube rack for?
The
test tube rack. What would you use? What would you use?
To keep some test tubes. Maybe to show them, or to wait that some particulate, suspended particulate
precipitates.
Ah,
well, yeah, okay, yeah, precipitates. Yeah, good. Yeah, yeah, it could be. You could use them for small reactions, and you put 3 or 4 together, so you can
compare some.
Yeah, good.
Results.
Good. Okay. Good. Excellent. Right. No, just okay. So this is. I don't know. If anyone. I mean, there's a lot of information here. Okay. There's a lot of information here. I think. Maybe you probably know most of these things. Some of them are pretty obvious, but this is the. I'll send this answer out. Okay, so because the thing is, as you know, as teachers, what you can't do is you can't give students the answers before they do the exercise. Because otherwise everyone just looks at the answers. You want them to study a little bit. Okay, so what is this? Anybody? Tiziana, what is it?
It's a store. I think it's a
no. Sorry. This is these. Sorry, I have to be clear. These words are let's say connected.
Flask. Is it a conical flask?
Yeah, it's a conical flask, otherwise known as an.
I don't know the name. Just a moment. Erlenmeyer flask.
Yeah, it's an Erlenmeyer. Yeah, so English people would typically learn it as an Erlenmeyer.
Okay.
We often use the names of the people who invented these things.
Okay, I didn't know the name.
Yeah, this stuff. Okay, and so what is it used for?
Yes, it's used to store in general a solution or a liquid, let's say.
Okay, and you can use it. You can also use it for doing reactions, for example.
Yes, of course. Especially if a gas is released in the after the reaction.
Okay. The classic. I'm thinking the classic one here is the thiosulfate and acid, where you do the precipitation. And you look for the X.
Okay. Or if I have students that are not very good, that are at their very first experience, they need to have a look to this reaction, and so it is very easy to use.
Yeah, exactly. Very, 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 very useful. Okay, what about this one? Fiorella.
Yes.
What is it?
I don't know.
Okay. Can someone help?
Magnifier.
Magnifying glass.
Glass. Okay.
Magnifying glass. Okay, good. Okay. Okay, so Fiorella, okay, maybe you didn't know what the name was, but how would you use it? What would you use it for?
I put it near a small object.
Okay.
To see it larger.
Yeah. Okay. So we got enlarge. To enlarge a small object. Okay, or to magnify a small object. Okay. Good. Ivo.
Well, I think it's Crucible.
No, it's not the Crucible because we've got this extra bit here.
Ah.
This one you may even find in a kitchen, probably in Liguria.
Pesto.
Yeah, exactly. This is the pestle. The pestle. This is the pestle, and the thing underneath the bowl is the mortar. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, what would we do with this?
I can reduce materials, solid materials.
You can break down, or you can crush materials. Yes. Okay. Or you can grind. Macinare. Okay. Typically solids. You can use it for mixing solids.
To make a mixture.
Yeah. To make a really fine mixture where you grind two things together. Good. Okay. Oh, this one is dead easy. Rosella.
The glass, the correct name is watch glass.
No, it's not watch glasses. No.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. A watch glass literally looks like the glass of a watch because once upon a time it was. Okay. These are
the safety glass.
Yeah, safety glasses. Okay. And what do we use them for?
And for your security or for your eyes, to protect your eyes.
Safety, not security. Safety.
Safety of your eyes.
Yeah. Okay. Because that's one of the false friends that often comes across. Sicurezza gets translated as security or as safety, but in this context, it's safety. Okay.
Only safety.
Yeah, it's only safety. Security is people with guns walking around and stopping people from doing stuff.
Like
Esatto. Okay. So yeah, it's to protect your eyes. Okay, good. What about this one? Now let's just see. Now I'm sort of Enrica. Microphone.
Okay. So this should be separating funnel.
Yeah. Okay.
And it is useful to separate oil and water, for example.
Yeah.
Liquids.
Yeah, things which don't mix. Okay, yeah, okay. So we're separating different solvents. Okay, good. Just now this is okay. Now, Gloria, I know you're not a science teacher.
Yeah, this is actually harder than I thought. However, this should be a Bunsen burner.
Yes.
And I have no idea about what it is, but I guess it's for heating things up.
I think you can guess from the language.
That's it.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, it is. It's for heating things up. Does anyone know anything about why it's called a Bunsen burner? Any ideas? I'm asking the scientists here, Gloria. I wouldn't expect you to know.
Thanks.
Any of the scientists here know why it's called a Bunsen burner? What about Georgia? She's a chemist. She uses these things all the time.
Because Bunsen is the one that invented this type of stuff.
Yeah, this piece of equipment.
The equipment, yes, yeah. And yes.
Do you know why?
Robert Bunsen.
Yeah, it's Robert
Bunsen.
Well,
actually, I don't know why he invented this. I don't know why.
And no. Did you know that he worked with, or one of the people who worked with him was Kirchhoff, the guy, the resistance guy. They were working on spectroscopy.
Yeah.
And
yes,
I
know.
They basically invented atomic spectroscopy.
I'm sorry,
and
I know. Yes,
of course now.
Yes, they need for the sort for the. Yes. To see the spectrum of
exactly.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No. It's just a curiosity, because the thing is the thing with these Bunsen burners is they can produce they typically two types of flame.
Temperature.
You can adjust. You've got a yellow flame, which is quite cool, and then you've got a blue flame, which is extremely hot, and the blue flame is hot enough to excite atoms in salts. So now the work of Bunsen lives on in the flame test, Saggio alla fiamma, okay, where you get those nice pretty colors. Okay, good, nice. Okay, and let's have a look. Okay, now this one's one for a chemist, definitely. So let me just choose a victim here. Susanna, I know I've already asked you, but I'll ask you again.
Okay, I use the burette.
Yeah, it's a burette. Okay.
It's a burette, and I use it every day.
I thought so. What do you use them for?
I use for a titration.
Okay.
And with the titration, I can use the acid and base and some other analytic reaction. And
so what's the idea behind a titration? I'm not asking come funziona. I'm not asking how does it work. Just what is the basic idea?
If I have a solution with the concentration very low,
that you know, a concentration that you know,
very well,
yeah,
that I know very well, I can with a reaction of the solution of this solution with another
reagent.
And
oh no, it's okay.
I can value the second quantity of this reaction, the reagent, with the volume of the first solution.
Yeah, okay, so, yeah, good. So basically, for those of you who don't ever do this stuff, this is very, 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 it's a standard way to find out concentrations of unknown things.
Okay.
Yeah, and as Susanna said, using special, let's say, chemical reagents, special reactions, which have been studied, sono studiati, studiati. Okay, so this is all very, very. This is classical analytical chemistry. Okay, good, excellent. Okay, we've had these. We had that one. Okay, what about this? What about this? Safiramo. Microphone. Monica.
Yes, kind of ring clamp. I don't remember exactly the name.
It's not the ring clamp. It's just the clamp.
clamp, only
yeah,
the
because
clamp.
the ring clamp
in position.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Top. Yes.
Oh, no. Good. Excellent. Well done.
Okay.
Notice that we call it a clamp. You can also say, well, a clamp clamps. It's a verb as well. Okay.
Yes.
So you can clamp something into position. Good.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, clamp means to fix.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, and I'll just put this. I am experimenting here whether this works for you. It's a lot easier than trying to write on the chat. Okay, because I've just got my pen and paper here. So, okay, good. Stefania, what would you say about these? These?
These are dissecting scissors.
Yeah, dissecting scissors.
Dissecting scissors. Yes.
Scissors. 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 Forget the SCI. It's just scissors, okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
I come from Bologna, and the S is not my just my.
Homoshobile. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Dissecting scissors. So what would you use them for?
I think that in science it is used to I don't know, open to open maybe cut small animals, small part, or try to analyze, to open tissues. Organs, small organs. I don't know, organs. Yes.
Yeah. It's typical stuff that you do with. You do. I don't know whether you're allowed to do this stuff anymore. We certainly did it when I was at school, but yes, you do dissections. You use them for dissections or cutting pieces of plant for botany.
Yes.
Okay.
Then you analyze on the microscope, maybe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, and speaking of the microscope, okay. No, it's okay, absolutely okay. Julia, do you want to say something? Now, where's Julia gone? I can't.
I'm here.
Okay, ciao, Julia. No, it's because Zoom, it's like un frullatore. It's terrible. It's just every time someone switches a microphone on, they move position. So what would you say about the microscope?
It's a microscope.
It's a microscope, okay. And
we use it to observe little objects.
Okay, yeah, okay. And so what do you put the little objects on?
On the glass microscope slides, then we cover them with the glass cover slip.
Yeah, good. Okay, and
we put them on the microscope.
Okay, and what are you looking for? You're looking for
detail.
Yeah, you're looking for some detail. Maybe you're looking at cells. You're looking to see what the tissue looks like. Okay. Good. Okay. Excellent. I think we've done that one. I think this is about. Okay, that's it. We're at the end of that. Okay, good. Has anybody got any questions about this this section? Anybody got any questions? Maybe there's nothing obvious here yet.
Just a thing, sorry. The word slide with microscope. Have to do, because I don't see the relation.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay, slide. The microscope slide. Actually, just 1 second. It's one of these things. Okay.
All right.
So it's basically what you do. What you do is you put your sample on here, and then you stick it under the microscope.
All right.
Okay.
Do you know the Italian word for that?
Vetrina. Giusto?
Vetrina.
Yeah.
Vetrino porta oggetti si chiama in italiano.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay. Right. Good. So let me just do it. Oh, good Lord. We've got 10 minutes left. Oh, dear me. This is, I mean, I'm sorry, I lost a little bit of time at the beginning trying to work out how Zoom works, but okay. So what I'd like to do now is I'd like to think about position. Okay. So we've got some idea of the names of things, but we might have to describe where things are. Okay. So what I'm looking at here is just getting familiar with describing where things are. Okay. Now, as I say, this is fairly basic language, but we use it all the time. It could be something like this, where you're asking for something that can you pass me the such and such? Can you pass me the measuring cylinder? Oh, I don't know. Where is the measuring cylinder? Oh, they're on the top shelf next to the separating funnels at the back of the lab. Okay. It's that type of thing. Yeah. Or you may ask for a Phillips head, which is the crosshead screwdriver. For those of you who don't know, it's called a Phillips screwdriver. Not Phillips head, the flathead. Bring me the flathead, which is this thing here. Okay, so asking for things that you need, very useful. Okay, it could be to explain something. This is quite a complicated example, but you can talk about the growing polypeptide chain which comes in from the top and it goes through the middle and it's coming out at the bottom. You've got the binding site in the center. You're using position and you're using this to explain or describe. Okay, the active site of an enzyme. Okay, these are maybe quite complex examples, but the basic language is, well, the substrate binds, it gets into the enzyme, and you've got groups at the back, you've got groups at the front, and this binds to that and what have you. Okay, we might be talking about a molecule. This is penicillin, actually. Now you might be talking about which way the atoms come. Do they come towards you? Do they go away from you? What is behind what? Okay, so. Or you might be talking about a diagram. Okay, so in a way, the exercise we did with the equipment, I tried to introduce the idea of, well, and on the top left and on the bottom right and in the middle. Okay, you use that type of language to describe what's happening in a diagram. So if we look at this, what's the process here? Anybody? Rosella, I can't hear you. I can see your lips moving, but I can't hear you.
Photosynthesis.
Yeah, it's a schematic. In fact, there's a chloroplast here. It's a schematic of photosynthesis. Okay, but obviously photosynthesis is an extremely complex set of reactions. So we would use position to try to describe from the point of view of describing the diagram to someone. Okay. Okay, so positions. Okay, so this is we're talking about 3 dimensions. I am aware of the time. We'll just finish this section, okay, and then we can pick this up the next time. Okay, so you could describe these as being over or above. Okay, so this green thing, this green sphere is above this one. Okay. Now I think I may have sent a picture which is blank, and if you need to remind yourselves of this, okay, we can talk about something being on or on top of. Okay. Conversely, under, below, underneath. Okay. And of course, this refers, if you think about your kitchen, or you think about your house, and when your husband or your wife or your partner or your kids say, "Oh, Mum, where's the such and such?" "Oh, it's under the sink." "Oh, it's next to the window." "It's on top of the fridge." Okay, so this is just common everyday language. Okay, we've got in front of course, and we've got behind, at the back of, or to the back of. Okay. Where's my bike? It's at the back of the garage. Okay. You may also describe things being close to each other. You could say it's close by, it's by, which is literally next to, near, next to. They're all sort of fairly synonymous, if you like. Near obviously refers to a distance. Okay. The opposite of near is obviously far. So you've got near and you've got far as the opposites. Okay. Make sure that I write properly. Okay. Okay. To the left of, to the right of, between. This is all fairly sort of straightforward stuff. And then to the right over here, we've got in or inside. Okay, so we can talk about something's being inside something else. Okay, right. Okay, now obviously I'm a chemist, so I tend to think about things in chemical terms. However, I was thinking about it, and as chemists do, you have to use this language a lot, because when you're talking, particularly when you're talking about three-dimensional things, because once you have three dimensions, you've got something in front of or behind, above, below, okay, next to. So could I just ask for a volunteer? Livio, you'll do.
Volunteer.
Okay, could you just describe, say one or two things about the relative positions of these spheres here?
Mm-hmm. I can try.
Yeah, go.
So I see a black sphere.
Yeah, you just say
atom.
Mm-hmm.
Sphere.
It's a sphere. It's a sphere. Doesn't matter.
Yes. And two gray spheres. One is in 3 dimensions. I could describe as it was in 2 dimensions, and say one gray sphere is on top, on the left,
yeah.
top left, top right, or should I try to describe this
is the limitation that we have with our, let's say, technologies, because it's a 2-dimensional representation of a 3-dimensional object. Okay, now if we had a model, if I had a model here, and maybe next time I can bring one, it's a little bit easier. But if you think about it, and anyone, and certainly the chemists here will know this, everybody knows textbooks are flat, but chemistry is 3-dimensional. That's actually one of the things where you have to you would have to say, okay, well, how do I describe something that's 3-dimensional that is drawn flat on a page? Yeah.
So maybe to describe a 3-dimensional structure, I would use less indications like left, right, and underline the connections. So one black sphere is connected to 4 spheres, or to two gray spheres, one yellow sphere and one red sphere.
Okay.
Because I can't say what is on top or
well, what
right.
you can. Okay, what you can say though is from the drawing, it looks like the black is in the same plane as the red. Is it in the same? Is it in the plane of the paint?
The red one seems beneath the black one.
Yeah. Okay. So it's beneath or it's behind. Yeah. Okay.
Behind.
What about?
Yes.
No. It's okay because again,
because there is also a perspective. So
exactly. Yeah. This is So I'm now appreciating the difficulty of how to describe something like this. I mean, I read these things in a particular way. And I assume particular, let's say, directions. What about the yellow? What would you say about the yellow?
Thinking in 2 dimensions, I would say it's on the right, below on the right. Maybe it's the same. Is it the same molecule on the right and on the left?
You mean this and this?
I mean the
or this and this. The red and the yellow.
They are 2 completely different molecules.
Oh yeah, yeah. This isn't a molecule. It's just a set of spheres.
Yes, because on the top of the molecule on the right, I see one bigger sphere connected to 3 smaller spheres, and so it's quite similar to a part of the picture of the representation on the left.
Yeah. Okay. No. Leave
the things.
Yeah. No. You're doing fine. I've appreciated this, that this is actually quite a tricky thing, because it's this thing about, if we were in a classroom, we'd have the model and you would be able to talk about it directly with with the 3 dimensions. Here it's a picture, so it's a bit more difficult to see. Okay. No,
I find it difficult because I feel that before trying to give a description, I should choose my standpoint, but behind, no, in front, looking at this model, it's difficult to choose a
viewpoint.
Good viewpoint.
Yeah. Okay. No. That's fine. That's okay. Right. Okay. I've just realized it's actually 6 o'clock, so we're sort of over time now. If it's okay, what we'll do is we'll pick this up next time, if everyone's okay with that, and we're just going to take it a little bit further with a few little exercises on positions, so just so that we've got these phrases or these descriptions in our minds. Okay. So, with your permission, ladies and gentlemen, I would say I think we've got to the end of the session for today, and hopefully I will see all of you next time. I hope it hasn't been too traumatic. Was it traumatic? Susanna.
But for me too, for different reasons, but for me too.
No, you've got, Gloria, you have no excuse.
I do. Thank you.
Sorry, Gordon.
Monica,
may I have the invitation for the lesson by email? Next time, not...
Yeah, okay, I think, yes.
Yes, thank you. For me, it's difficult to use WhatsApp. It's difficult. I prefer to receive the invitation
That's okay.
on the email. Okay.
That's okay.
And yes. What about the material you will send?
Okay, yeah. So some of the materials that we've covered, I'll send. The thing is, what I'm thinking, because WhatsApp is very convenient now that I've discovered how to put it on my computer. Before it was a little bit complicated because I was transferring, but now it's just drag and drop and it's just dead easy.
Okay.
But what I'm thinking is maybe I will create an email list and mail the stuff if that's okay. Yeah.
I would like to have the positions, the position of the object below, behind, in front. Yeah. It's very important for me.
Okay.
Yes. It will be very important. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, we'll do that.
Bye bye.
Okay. Thank you, everybody.
See you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Thank you, Ivo. Bye. Bye. Marina. Ciao. Ciao. Ciao.
Ciao. Ciao.
Ciao, Susanna.
Ciao.
Ciao, Livio. Stefania.
Ciao. Ciao.
Gordon,
Dimmi.
may I ask you, maybe do you think it's possible we met about 9 years ago in Pertini Middle School in Saval? Maybe.
Yes, it is. It is actually.
Because I remember a guy who was there to do English conversation, which was a chemist.
Yeah. It was me. It was me.
Teacher's room.
Yeah,
so
it was me. Okay. Yeah, no, it's. I'm sorry I didn't recognize you, but I've got a good memory for faces. But 9 years is 9 years is a certain percentage of a lifetime. So it's things change. So, okay, no, nice to see you. Thank you.
See you next time. Bye.
Okay, bye, Livio. Bye.
Bye bye.
Okay.
Bye,
bye, Ivo.
Bye. Ciao.
Bye. Ciao.
Gordon, if you want, you can stop the recording.
Okay.